Hey, what's going on, guys and girls? Our colleague Phoenix here, and welcome to episode number 19 of my Ark Survivor Evolved official Crystal Isles Let's Play series. Today I want to do some artifact hunting, and I also wanted to clarify something that's been mentioned in the comments. This is not, when I say official, I don't mean official servers. I mean the official map for Crystal Isles. Not the modded version, the official one. And there was really no way for me to title it any different from my last series, so hence why I put the official part so people would know the difference. But you know, that's the main thing. That is the difference between the two. I didn't mean to cause confusion or anger people by it. It was that's just how it is. I meant it's different in that way. Right, so now first we've got to go to 14.2 and 45.5. 14.2 and 45.5. Boom. I know it's over in the snow biome. We've got fur gear on, even though it doesn't look like it, but this is fur gear. Just with skins over the top from the last episode. So we're going to head out here now. Should be the artifact of the Devourer. A few of the others are underwater, which I obviously don't have an underwater mount with me right now. I'll try and probably make a set of scuba gear at some point in this episode, and then grab maybe the Sarco and use that to grab the artifacts. Hopefully the Sarco will be good enough to do what I need to do. He's pretty quick, so hopefully he's strong enough to just go down and grab whatever we need to grab. I am a little bit worried that if we run into jellyfish or something, we'll die, so another option would be to try and tame a Basilo. And there was one in the lake near our spawn point, which we could try and use, I guess, to do that. It's a little bit risky. There was a lot of sharks in that area, so I'd have to use the Sarco to clear them all out, clear the mantas out, and then we could just flat out tame it probably pretty easily. But I believe it's this mountain range in front of us is what we're looking for. Also should put this on. I believe it's right on this ledge, right here. I think it's this one. I know it's one of these mountain ledges, for sure. Now, we've already got one artifact. We got the artifact of the immune pretty early on into the series. When we were looking for the bee cave, because I knew it was... Oh, no, it's this one over here. Because I knew... because I pretty much knew exactly where it was from the last series, and it happened to still be there. Okay. It should be... Oh. What is going on? I am very confused. Very confusion, dude. What? No, this is not... Why is this the one in the water? What? It's not on this mountain. It was meant to be on one of these mountain ranges, not underwater. What? I'll have a quick look, but... No. No. That's not right. That's not right. Oh my god, we've already started off weak. I know it's one of these mountains. I'm almost positive of it. There's one on top of these mountains. Okay, guys and girls, I'm back. So I had to go out of single player and back into it because the artifact wasn't spawning where it's supposed to. But here it is, if you want the exact coordinate. 17.4, 44.6. So if you don't see it, try backing out and rejoining the your world, and it should hopefully spawn. If you're playing on a server, then obviously they can be gone for a certain length of time, because I believe that's just how servers work. But our next one, it really doesn't matter where we go. Let me just see here what we should do. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the lightning biome, because like a few of the artifacts I want in this area are under the water. So like I said, I need a water dino. And I need a scuba suit, because if I don't, it's way too cold to survive it. And a couple of them I know are pretty deep if they're still roughly in the same location they were on the modded version. That one was in a different location. It used to be down on one of those lower hills, but now it's up on a piece there. But there should be a cave over here that contains an artifact. We shouldn't have any resistance inside the cave, but I don't know what's going to be on the outside of the cave, although we do have an RG that is pretty good. He's very fast, so flying around the map doesn't take too terribly long. So we can go in and try and get this artifact, hopefully pretty straightforward and easy. I'm not exactly sure where the cave starts. I think it's between these two massive mountains, and then in between is the cave, and it's probably going to be a little bit dark here, so I'm gamma up for you guys and girls. It's going to be a little dark. I know YouTube, you know, when an area is dark, it used to be a lot darker than this, by the way. It used to be ridiculously dark compared to what it is now, even with the gamma up. I believe it's this cave right here. So hopefully there's no resistance inside the cave, but this area still spooks the hell out of me. You've got lightning everywhere, so the artifact should just be right here. Very good. Now I just want to make sure there's nothing around. Okay, there's some things back there. Wait a minute. That's some seekers. Okay. That's some seekers. Interesting. Alright, we're going to grab... That's an Alphacano, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do this real fast. And get back on the bird. Nope, it's not an Alphacano, it's just a red Carno. I should have known that by not having any of the things coming off it. But there's seekers in there, which is interesting. So I assume Nameless can probably spawn around as well. And maybe Reapers as well. That's always good. That's very good. So we just got the artifact of the shadows. So we've got the Devourer of the Shadows and the Immune so far. The Immune was in a previous episode, so if you guys and girls want to know where that is, I got it when I went to the Bee Cave. So in that episode, which I believe is just called Bee Cave. So it's super easy to find that one. Should be super straightforward. Alright, let's go to another one. Okay, so our next one is the Artifact of the Hunter. Now, obviously, this is not necessarily in sequence, but it should be on one of these pillars down here, hopefully. I think it's on this one right in front of us. Should just be sitting on top of it. I don't see anything. That's always a good sign that it's not exactly there. Oh, no, it's up here. Okay. So this is the Artifact of the Hunter. Now, apparently, like, it used to say it can only hold one artifact on an organism at a time, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, I've got 3 of them on me right now, and there doesn't seem to be any issue, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with that, but let's continue onwards with our mission. Okay, next we're going to go to the Artifact of the Skylord, which is over in the middle area of the map. I'd even check this red drop while we're over here as well. Oh, is it under the water? Is there a spot for my bird to land? I think it can technically land here. Okay, it can. Okay, there's Sarcos and shit around, so do this quick. Come on. That was not very fast. I was so scared of a Capro coming up and just grabbing me. What do we end up with? Morella top saddle. We got a canteen, which is nice. We got a rocket launcher, which is pretty good. And then just some blueprints for stuff that we really don't need the blueprints for. I mean, they're nice to get, but engrams are not really an issue that we're having to worry about right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But this one should be just in between like a waterfall area of the map, hopefully. Man, look at that water effect. It looks super weird down there. Looks extremely janky. over distance. If we head over here, basically at like 40, 45, 40, 40, whatever, you know, you should be able to see the waterfall from probably about 40, 40. We should see a waterfall, which I think we can just swoop into and grab our artifact of the Sky Lord pretty easily. Yeah, you can see the waterfall from here. So it's inside that crevice there. Now hopefully all artifacts have spawned where they're supposed to, and they're not going to be all bugged out or anything. Okay, so it should be right in here. There it is. I think we're cool. So we're fine. So this is artifact of the Sky Lord. We're just out here artifact hunting like no problems at all, really. Super smooth. Okay, next up is the artifact of the pack, which there should be in some ruins down here somewhere. There'll be Megalania inside of the ruins, if we can find the ruins, that is. Whoa, that's a cool turtle, dude. It's purple. I like that. Trying to find the ruins around here somewhere. Whoa, he's very colourful Textego. My god. So much colour on some of these dinos because of this summer update. Gonna have a lot of fun doing some breeding at some point with a lot of these dinos. Where the hell are these ruins at? They should be right around here. And I honestly do not see them where they are supposed to be. Very much confusion. Very, very much confusion. Oh, here they are. Found them. So the ruin entrance is at 48.8 and 76.5. So there'll be Megalania in here. Oh god. Oh god. We should hopefully just be able to fly through here, I'm hoping. If we have to get out on foot, we'll probably be stuffed. There's some snails in here. Holy crap. Okay. I mean, this is pretty cool. So this is like the dragon statue. So our artifact of the pack is right here. Relatively safe. Relatively. There's a Megalania on the stairs that could come and eat us that we've got to be careful for. So we grab this super quick. Get back on there. You've learned the head hairstyle, ponytail, and the facial style mutton chops. Cool. But you look at this, man. This is super cool. Like super, super cool. So there's a lot of snails in here. You got Megalania. Wow. There's some really cool colors on these. I've got to come back in here and maybe get one of these. For sure. Okay, there's a level 100. I was going to say the levels in here seem pretty bad, except for that 100. Otherwise, most of them are pretty terrible. And a lot of jug bugs and stuff, which is cool. Alright, so now we go out the same way we came in. I don't think there's any alternative to that. We just get the hell out of here and move on to the next artifact. Or our game could just crash, which is not great when we're on a flyer. Alright, so I'm back. I went and got the artifact again. I had to actually get the Skylord one and the Hunter, or the pack one again. But we've gotten it, and I've saved the world. So now, even if the game crashes, we don't have to do it again. So now let's move on to the next artifact. Okay, now we're going to look at another artifact, which is over in the desert biome. I actually can't remember the name of this one. But it should just be under here. You can see it from here. Actually, that looks like a desert drop rather than an artifact. Is that? No, that's an artifact, right? Yep. Okay, so 67.2, 50.5. We grab that, and we grab that. And we get the scorched spike skin, which looks pretty cool when it renders in. Look at that. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, now we're going to head over for the artifact of the massive. Is there anything in here? Yeah, there's some Ankies. Some Ankies chilling under here. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so we're going to the artifact of the massive, which is at 54.6 and 51.3. Boom. Which is over here in like the... I believe it's like the Emerald Woods biome or something like that, I think is what it's called. I can't exactly remember its exact name. But it should be pretty much in like a wyvern looking style pit, but it's actually a river. So it should be pretty straightforward and simple to get this one, hopefully. Shouldn't give us too much trouble. I'm very glad we've got an RG that's got ridiculously fast movement speed. This makes this process so much faster. So it should be just in here. I believe it's just inside the river, which is pretty sketch to go into. I've had Sarcos and stuff in here in the previous Let's Play of this map. Okay, I see Kentrosaurus. Doesn't look like anything too bad. There's some saber-toothed salmon, but they're nothing to be super worried about. As long as I don't piss off this Kentro, I'll just dive straight in. Go straight down to it. Looks, it's relatively safe. Okay. There you go. Artifact of the massive complete. Now we're going to go head over towards the wyvern den in the desert as well for the artifact of the crag. The artifact of the destroyer worries me a little bit because the artifact of the destroyer is actually in a river that I definitely know will have Sarcos in it. And or Capros, so that one's going to be... I might not even be able to do it. It depends. If it looks quiet enough, I'll quickly try and grab it. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to wing it and probably come back for that one. And I'll jot it down if I need to come back for it or not. Just so I know what ones I missed. We're basically... Well, the ones that are in the deep water we are not going to get done today. Oops. 41.4. Yeah, the ones that are deep in the water we won't be getting done today. Whoa, encoding overloaded. That's always good when it pops up with that on OBS. Should be fine though, it's gone now. So yeah, we're basically heading over to the wyvern den, which is... pushing the wrong buttons. Which is over there. Wow, that effect is very strange looking. So I did also find something very cool though. When I spawned back in, I actually spawned hanging off the ledge. So I fell down into the water, but I did discover that in this water here, and I took a screenshot of it so I can remember its coordinates, there's a 150 Basilosaurus. So I think that's what we'll do next episode, is we'll tame that Basilosaurus and be able to go down and get the artifacts deep underwater. That'll make life a lot easier. So this is Griffin territory as well, if you want to know where you can get Griffins. You can also get gems from here inside their nests, which is pretty cool. Now, the crag one shouldn't be too hard, as long as there's not wyverns hanging outside. The one, I think there's one that's inside the den, though, which could spout some issues for us. Although it looks relatively quiet in there. The crag one should be just right here. I do remember that much. Alright, so you get a torch, spike skin as well for this, for your troubles. Okay, so now the question is, do we try to get the one in there or not? Okay, so we can try and get the artifact of the devious. Pretty much we'll fly over this side because it's generally closer to it. Oh god, there's wyverns flying around. You go straight down in here. Oh god, this is sketchy as. And straight down here, you'll see these crystals, and then on this little plateau, there's an artifact. This will be your artifact of the devious. And then you get the frick out of Wyvern Hell, dude. And hope that you don't get hit by anything. And that they don't chase you. Because there's a lot of them around and they're not fun to deal with if you get caught by one. Although our guy is that fast that we'd probably outrun anything that even comes near us. No issue at all. But just in case you guys and girls yeah, okay, just for your information, it can be pretty sketchy in there. It was a lot more sketchy actually in my last series of this. So the artifact that destroys 66.8, 64.7. Over here in some water. And the last two that we're going to do, if we can do the destroyer one today, we might not be able to. The last two we're going to try and do is brute and clever, because they don't require us to actually go deep underwater. This one's not necessarily deep underwater. The issue is not necessarily so much the Sarcos, but definitely more the Capros that could take us straight off our mount. There's a chance we could pick up the Sarcos with the RG and just kill them. But with the Capro, that's not really a possibility, so they could definitely kill us pretty easily. I think it's in this water just right here, so obviously this is pretty sketchy territory here. There's a Barry there. He's a 90 Barry, he's okay. He's not doing too bad. No, it's not here. It's actually way further on, sorry. I am completely incorrect. It is actually further into the hellscape that is the marshy area. We can have basilisks and all manner of fun. Oops. Wait a minute. This can't be right. Oh no, that's right. Yep, it's in hell. This is water hell. There could be all manner of crap in here. And you can't see in it, which is the scary part. Is that you can't see in it. You can definitely hear things swimming around in there. I'm going to fly above it for a second. See if I can see anything with the spyglass underneath the water. I don't see anything on the spyglass. Okay, our guy's on neutral. I know where we are. I'm very scared. Actually seems relatively quiet in here. I'm still very scared though. We just need to find exactly where this artifact is. I'm not seeing it right here though. Very strange. It should be pretty much right here. Okay. Alright, guys and girls, so the exact location was wrong. So we're at 65.4, 65.7, and as you can see, there's Sarcos in the water here. There's a 130 and a 25. That 130 actually looks really cool. But the artifact is right there. But the issue is there's Sarcos everywhere here. And I don't really feel too keen about jumping in that water with Sarcos that can death roll me. So I think this one needs to wait for us to get a water dino that we can at least kill them with. And they're not going to be able to just insta-kill me. Like, I've got fur gear on, but it's not going to withstand a Sarco just death rolling me. It's just not going to happen. So the next one we can just move on to is the Brute and the Clever. So if you guys and girls have a water dino, obviously you can go and get that one, no problem. I will also probably leave a link to the guide I'm actually using. It's pretty short form and pretty straightforward, unlike my series. Obviously, I'm here to try and talk and somewhat entertain you guys, not just give you straight up info. I could do videos like that if you guys and girls are interested in the future, where we literally cut all this up into very minute pieces and just straight up show the exact spots of them in like a short form, no longer than 10-minute video type of thing. But over here should be the artifact of the Brute. Holy crap. Hey! Wait a minute. Okay, I've gone and taken a screenshot. We know where this guy is. This is another possibility for a video, guys and girls. If you are interested, we can try and tame that guy as well. We're going to have to chain bowler him. It's the first one I've seen in this entire series, flying around and stuff. It's the only one I've seen, so that's good to know that they are definitely spawning in properly. I was a little bit worried that for some reason they weren't. So all the way over here should be the artifact of the brute on one of these islands up here. Should be just here somewhere. You should find the artifact of the brute just sitting on one of these islands. This one? No. It's definitely on one of them. I just don't know exactly where. Like, I don't have the video playing right next to me. I'm just referencing it back and forth. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell this one is, though. It's supposed to just be on one of these islands, but I'm not seeing it here. Unless it's bugged for me and it's not spawning, which would just be fantastic if that was the case. I did notice in the video that that Easy Ark made, that he didn't have the artifact of the clever spawn for him for some reason. Okay, guys and girls, I found it. So the exact spot for me is 70.5 and 79.0. We've got the artifact of the brute. So it wasn't exactly in the spot that I thought it would be. For some reason, coordinates seemingly are slightly off. I don't know whether that's they made a slight map change or something since certain videos were made, but I mean, it's just a little bit off, and unfortunately, when you're looking for something like an artifact, that can make all the difference in finding it or not finding it. Okay, so this artifact of the clever is one we've tried to get before. So the cave coordinate for this is 59.732.0. We have gone over here before and seen that the artifact was not there. So, and this is the one that wasn't there for the video I'm watching, but it's there now. Okay, so if it doesn't spawn, try, you know, exiting out of the single player world and coming back into it, and hopefully it should be there. So this is the artifact of the clever. Fantastic. All hunky-dory. You can also get a bunch of silica pearls and stuff, which I may even grab a few while I'm in here. There's nothing dangerous really in here at all. So you're pretty much free to just grab all the silica pearls you want and all the crystals that you need. Sorry about that, my daughter came in and was talking to me, showing me some glitter that she found. So yeah, you're pretty much free to grab all the silica pearls you want, crystal you need. Nothing dangerous in here that I've ever seen so far, so you should be more than good to grab what you need. I need this guy to follow me so I can actually get on him. Alright, eventually he will. Hopefully follow me. Oh, wait, grab a few more. Let him follow me for a minute. He'll just hang above me, that's fine. We grab pretty much all the silica pearls your man could ever need from here. And you can always constantly come back here when materials respawn. Alright, mate, you're making this really difficult for me, you see. Look at how fast he is. I literally can't get on him because he's so fast. He just flies around awkwardly. Oh my god. Please. It's lucky there's nothing dangerous in here. I'd be freaking dead. Okay, so there is, I think, another entrance to this, so you can just go straight out this way as well. And you fit straight through here. It's 57.9, 32.1. And that's pretty much the crux of it, dude. In the next episode, we'll try and tame a Basilosaurus, and then we'll go artifact hunting as well for the artifacts that are underneath the water. That we can't get to right now, obviously, because it would just kill us to try. Like, we would be dead as hell. We could use the Sarco, but the Basilosaurus is better because we won't get knocked off or killed from shock damage from the eels, and I don't think certain dinos can just bump us off, like the jellyfish can't knock us off our mount. And that's really what we need. We need something that will stop us from getting killed by some of the most annoying water dinos that are in Ark. And those definitely warrant being extremely difficult creatures and extremely annoying creatures. But all up, we ended up with quite a haul of artifacts today. I think we ended up with at least 10 all in one episode, which I think is pretty good for 30 minutes of, well, it's actually been a lot longer of recording for me. It's been about an hour or more of recording to do this. But overall, we ended up with a pretty nice haul. Obviously, the only ones we didn't get are the ones that are underwater, but we can always get those at a later date. I know an exact spot to get a Basilosaurus. The water that the Basilo was in seemed pretty chill in terms of dinos, so I'm hoping I can maybe just grab a set of scuba gear and use our Sarco in the water, which I'll have to go get from our base, but then we can just travel over there, grab it, and then go to the Basilo. It's not far. And then we can try and get that Basilosaurus tamed, and then we can go artifact hunting in the water and stuff, and we should be relatively safe, hopefully. By the way, I do have my gamma on normal. This is just extremely bright over here for some reason. So I think overall we had a really good day. I actually like this hat. I wish there was a way you could have like different countries' versions of these hats. I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. I think that would be a very cool thing to do, actually. So we're nearly back at base. Get back to base, drop the artifacts off, check our haul. I need to make sure that I write down what ones we have and what ones we don't have. So in the next episode, we don't try and hunt for any that we don't have. Although pretty much of all of the ones we don't have are all water-based ones. As long as we still have the artifact of the immune, if not, I'll have to go get it again. Although that's not hard, it's just sitting inside of a log. Pretty easy to access. So we head in here. I put them all in the smithy. Bang, 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 bang. I'll put that in there last. Okay. Now, if we look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, I'm hoping our artifact of the immune is in here. Immune. Yep. Okay, where's that one? Is that one I want to put with the others as well? Oh, I need to swap him for an item, otherwise he won't place. Just swap him for the metal. There you go. So we got 5, 11, 12 total. We need, I think it's 16 total. So we've got 4 water ones to get after we get the Basilosaurus tamed. But anyway, guys and girls, that is going to be the end of this episode. If you liked it, remember to leave a like. If you want to see more Ark Survival Evolved in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media links down in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day. All right, peace.